Welcome. Thank you for being here. And I am very excited about today's stream, both for the call. This is one of my favorite calls, as a lot of Ramona calls are, but this is definitely one of the better ones, and for who I've got on with me. So, some of you may know her as the Black Chick from Kelly, others may know her as one quarter of the lowdown, but most will know her as I'm 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 just being honest. So g'day, honest.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Any
Yeah, I didn't,
anytime. Thank you. Thanks for
I
being
didn't,
here.
yeah, thank you. This is actually one of my favorite, Ramona calls too. Um, as people probably know from my own channel, like Ramona is one of my favorite catfish. Is like Ramona and Tiffany are
Yes.
my two favorite catfish for different reasons. But for Ramona is because like Ramona legit does nothing to Lauren and he still treats her like garbage. Like she used like the litmus test to show us like how incredibly terrible he is to people. And he never fails every time they interact to let us know how trash he is. So yeah. But this call is legit one of my favorites because it's utterly ridiculous.
It
Utterly ridiculous.
it is, and it's got him having a full meltdown, which I love, and I couldn't agree with you more on both the points of Tiffany and Ramona. Like they're my favorite catfish, and much for those reasons. Because like Tiffany is just you get a lot of satisfaction just her putting him in his place, but Ramona's so important because, like you say, it shows you what this guy is like unprovoked. Like Ramona is just normal to him. And I feel like if you say you just came along to this little lawn verse and all you heard was say Debbie calls or Winnie calls, you'd be a tendency to say, okay, he's an asshole, but he's been a bit provoked here. But she didn't provoke him at all, and he was a massive fucking asshole. So
Exactly.
so that's yes, I'm looking forward to this call. So before we get into it, you've probably shared this story before or whatever, but are you happy to tell us a little bit about how you got you got here into this very weird little rabbit hole this is?
Um, so like a lot of people, I watched TCAP when it was like on TV. So like I was 16, um, yeah, I was like 16 when it started airing. And so I watched it like all the way when it was on. I even wanted to be a decoy, but I like by this like I think I was like 17 when I wanted to be a decoy, and that's still like a minor. So you can't you can't yeah, you still can't be a decoy when you're still a minor. But yeah, I watched it when it was still airing on TV, and then in like the 2010s, I want to say in like 2013, 14, um MSNBC started running the episodes again, and on Twitter we started watching them as like a family.
hmm
And it was very fun watching it as a family on Twitter again. So like that's how um some of the lines and some of the faces became like burned into my brain again.
Yep.
And then that just led me to rewatching the episodes. And then in like I think 2019 I had like a swing shift job, so I would get bored at work sometimes, and so I just started watching TCAP on YouTube,
hmm
and that eventually led me to um, I think I remember um, I watched um, actually baked salmon in West Moses Lorne video,
Oh yes.
and I watched it like several times,
hmm
and then that led me to um, Clobber, and then the Great Babsy, um, and then Lorne Identity. So like those were like the first four people that like got me into pornography, especially like when I had my like crappy little apartment and I lived by myself. And my neighbors were meth heads who were always fighting, having Lauren yelling in the background on my TV didn't sound as strange because the people next door were always fighting. So hearing Lauren yelling at Dan or whatever, like was nothing because they were always yelling about something. So I mean,
Just like
yeah,
you
so
fit
that's pretty
right in.
much yeah, fit right in.
Yeah, wow, that's. Um, I think we must have come in at fairly similar times because that was fairly much my trajectory as well. Kind of, Clobber, Batsby, Lawn Identity. Um, but yeah, and I loved that video that Wes and Bake did. I mean, not as good as the one that Joran did later, but they gave it their best shot. You can't you can't really match up to mahogany tables and a webcam pointed directly at your laptop. So good for them. Cool. And I probably could guess the answer, but do you think he's a virgin or not?
I think he is. If nothing, if for no other reason, if for no other reason, his, I mean, a lot of guys don't know female anatomy, but heavens to Betsy, like I've never known someone who didn't know it like Lauren doesn't know it. Like I just have never it's truly I'm just so unable. I've never heard of someone thinking that there are multiple clits and just calling stuff flaps. I don't want to have anything on my body ever called a flap.
No.
A flap? Yeah, it's just all um I just can't. I'm so unable.
No.
I don't know, but I don't think and it's not to say that like in his younger days that he was like horrendously ugly. It's none of that. I just don't think he's like he lacked social grace to be able to like seal the deal. Like he just lacks
Yeah.
yeah, he just
I
lacks the
agree.
social grace to be able to accomplish that.
And that is I mean, there's a lot of reasons why I think he's a virgin, but that's one of the biggest because I mean, like you say, when he was younger, he wasn't the most unattractive guy. I mean, like if you look at my little stream template there, guys, like the top right, like if if he was just a normal dude and he looked like that, I have no doubt he would be able to, you know, seal the deal or whatever you want to call it. But everything about him, and this is taking out all of the disgustingness of him. He's just so awkward with everything. So there's no way that he would be able to pull it off. It's just dumb. But when he was younger, would have been the only chance for it to happen. Post Sting, no way. And even before Sting, even though he tries to tell everyone he was slaying all the ladies in Nashville, wasn't happening.
Yeah. I just don't I mean he didn't he like I mean we thought he was ugly at the sting, right? But then when you
Yes.
look back, like I didn't know it could get any worse. And it
No.
really did get worse.
And quite quickly, really. Like, I mean, like I'm not being an asshole. Like, everyone ages. No, like no one really gets better looking as they age. But I mean, he has aged so quick. Like, it's just been like a rapid melting of his features. It's been quite quite incredible. Sweet. Oh, let's say g'day to everyone, then we'll crack into it, eh? G'day, Cornville Councillor, Mistress Joyous von Floofington, Dr. Cunt, Spencer Silvera, hi sir, Amy A, g'day to you, Cyber Squeak, Vast Ravioli, Cahootin with Good and Bonjour, Conzanton, Rachel D, Lawns Wet Salad, Asbury Brad, T Hizity, a remote control because it looks like a big fucking cock. That's probably what Lorne would think. Winnie's boyfriend slash husband, and thank you for the stream art, Winnie's boyfriend slash husband. Dragon Words. Haven't seen you for a little while, mate. Good to see you. Brown-eyed Billy Batson, Chatterbait Billy, Pussy Destroyer, Heisenberg White. G'day, Heisenberg. Madam, sorry, not Madam. Ma'am, yes, ma'am. G'day, ma'am, yes, ma'am. Shuey, Some Jealous Basement Dweller. Hey, boo. Vexy, g'day, Vexy. KY. Who else we got? Cornville Councillor. Evil Little McNuggets. Killdeer, g'day, mate. Is that everyone? Julia Weingartner. Dan, he's my man. KY. Eric the actor, Ack. Carrot Gaming, Witchert. Philip Waller, g'day Philip. Egbert. I think I said hello to you, Constantin, but if not, hello. G'day Lucy Ash. G'day Crotein. G'day Turd Ferguson. Hello also to Ramona's Diaper, Stacey Steele, Shoe Nice Deleted Videos X30, Horatio Nelson, Dark Atheist, Mike Pence, Stacey Steele, Craigo, or O Craig as you are now referred to. And I just saw Turd Ferguson says that he can't hear me. Am I really quiet, guys, or is that just Turd Ferguson? If you could let me know, that would be awesome. G'day, Sadface and Jay Robinson. All right, we'll get into it. Hopefully, people can hear me. If not, probably won't. They probably won't mind too much anyway. Anything else from you before we crack in?
No, I'm good. Is my audio okay? Because Fast Ravioli said that my audio is super low.
Oh, okay.
Like my mic is turned all the way up. Like the volume of my mic is oh wait, she said that you're super quiet compared to me.
Right.
So I'm the loudmouth. Okay.
I'll see if I can turn myself up.
And hello, Mike Pence.
All right.
Okay, well then I can turn it down.
All right. Well, let's go and see how that goes. We might just adjust as we go through. Awesome.
Okie dokie then. Well, I'll turn mine down.
Sweet. All right. And so just whenever you want to say stuff, talk, and I'll pause.
You finally gonna answer my call? Or you gonna hang up on?
What is it, Lauren?
What is it, Lauren? Me? You know when you talk. I want to know what all that bullshit was about yesterday.
What bullshit? Yes.
Tell me fucking go away. What the fuck was that bullshit?
You were calling me a no good fucking piece of shit. Why would I want to hear that?
I mean, when you tell me fucking go away.
I told you go away after you said that. You called me a liar. You called me all sorts of names, and that's when I told you to go away.
I told you I was fucking drinking. You know that.
Okay, so
why would you fucking do that? You changed your fucking story.
So because you're drinking, I should tolerate you calling me names.
And he gets so bent out of shape about this. Like all she said is go away after basically being abused non-stop, and he's acting like that's so unreasonable. I don't get it.
And that's exactly like during Cyber Squeak's stream earlier. I think it was Cyber Squeak that said, yeah, Lauren thinks that he should be exempt from any and all consequences. Like, why would anyone want to talk to you or be involved with you if you treat them like literal garbage? Like, how does that make sense? And people should just forget about the mean stuff that you say. He doesn't make any sense. I just don't understand him. I don't get it. Like, you told me go away. Okay, well, how about the time you called her a pathetic bee? Is that is
Exactly.
that on the table? Like, what? Let's.
Exactly. It's like he is a lot of the times he reminds me of a toddler having a tantrum in that, at that age that they're not really aware of, like they basically just do whatever the fuck they want. They want to scream and shout, they want to smash stuff. They do that because they're not really aware of the consequences of that. And of course, most parents are going to understand that. Like, they're not going to reward that behavior, but they're not going to go, well, you know what, you're being a complete prick. I'm leaving you, that kind of thing. But Lorne doesn't seem to understand that that's not how adults work. Like, there are people aren't going to just go, oh, okay, well, Lorne's just having a little tantrum. We'll let him get this off his chest. He'll have a lie down. We'll give him some milk when he wakes up, and all will be good. He's a fucking idiot.
Dude, why don't you tell me that when I'm fucking sober to not do this shit? Instead, you've encouraged me to do this shit.
No, I have said I don't mind.
And I have it in my head. It's all right because she knows I can't control myself when I'm drinking, so I can let myself loose and do that. And she knows I'm not. I don't mean it.
So,
But no, instead I yell at fucking shit.
so it's my fault that you called me names while you're drunk because I.
You don't understand. You don't understand that you control me. Do you not understand that? You control me completely. What you tell me is all right. I do what you say is all right. If you don't tell me it's not all right, I don't fucking do it.
So.
You don't understand that?
So you think that I think that it's okay for you to call me all sorts of names just because you're drunk?
Yeah, because you told me when I'm drunk I can't control myself, so I let myself go.
Why would you want to treat a woman
Can
poorly
you
even
pause
if
it?
she
Like,
does?
Yeah, for sure.
like accountability is really just not his strong suit in any way, shape, or form. Like, how do you fix your mouth to one, get mad at somebody for telling you to leave them alone when you're verbally abusing them?
Mm-hmm.
Then two, tell them it's your fault, that is their fault for
E-
you verbally abusing them.
exactly. Like,
I
and you're exactly right. He has no accountability. Like, accountability doesn't exist for Lorne. He's one of the only people that can be so verbally abusive and then turn around and say this is your fault. And this what he's getting into now. This whole, you tell me what is all right, I do it, and that kind of stuff. Like, that is craziness. And can you imagine being with someone that was like, what you say is all right, I do. Like, be your own person. Be an adult.
just never, I can't even see, like, I just can't. I'm like, I know he's stupid, but like, I don't think anybody is this stupid. Like, he's just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks. Like, he's allergic to accountability. Like, I've never seen anybody this ridiculous and this desperate to dodge consequences and accountability for their actions, that they're gonna blame the victim. But I mean, I guess that's what he always does. Because like, even as we saw in like his class assignments, like he blamed, what would have been his victim, Kayla, or
Mm,
whatever. Like, he just does, you know what I mean? Like, and like when people bring it up, like, well, she was in an adult chat room. Oh,
ex-
okay. Uh,
exactly.
Like, that doesn't mean anything, but okay. It's still your job not to like be a predator. Like, I'm not sure if you were aware of that.
Yeah.
Still your job not to be a predator.
Eh,
Yeah, he just dodges accountability to the point where he like warps his mind into like it does mental gymnastics to justify things that are like unjustifiable.
Yep. And speaking of those assignments that were, Blue Boy had released on his channel, like that was confronting and eye-opening. Some of what he said there, like the assignment that was around, you know, what was it? It was basically like the letter to my victim, that kind of thing, where and then basically what your victim would say back to you, and he's going along the lines of saying things like Kayla would say basically, sorry, that you were messed up at the time, and like, are you fucking serious? Like, if you had actually, this is a real person, and you had molested them like you had, you honestly think their response would be pity for you? But he would, because you see that in Taken Abroad. His character, who he should have just called Lorne, because Aaron is Lorne, was talking about he's about to murder someone. They're watching their own grave be dug, and they were concerned about how sad they felt for him. Like, fuck off. Like, honestly, I hate it.
I don't want to fucking treat you poorly.
Then why would you do it?
That's why I don't like it. I don't like it when you encourage me to drink. That's why I posted that.
I don't encourage you to drink. I've just said it's okay for you to drink. I mean, you're grown. You're over 21. I mean, but
yeah, but my head is not always fucking right in moments.
I thought you said you had no wires or no screws loose. You said you had no screws loose in your brain. You said you're as sharp as a tack. So
I didn't say that. I am not. I never fucking told you I'm as sharp as a tack.
You said you did.
I'm not stupid. That's what I said. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, but we were talking about people who have screws loose, and I asked you, I said, well, Lauren, do you have any screws loose? And you said, no, everything...
No, I don't. I don't have any screws loose. Am I fucking going to go up and kill somebody? No.
And isn't that quite a jump? Like, I don't have any screws loose, and he's gone straight to, well, no, I'm not going to go kill someone. So there's nothing in between there. So everything is completely normal as long as you're not going to go off and kill someone.
No way.
That, and then how he was like, I never said I was sharp as a tack. I said I wasn't dumb.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
was a statement.
Yeah. It really is, and like that's it. And I mean, he is so drunk already. It's just I don't know. It blows my mind. And I've missed a few people there. So g'day, Loco Cola, and I think I said hello to Medium Citables, but if not, have two hellos. Cody S, the Time Machine, the Page Master, Lorne's Sister's Munkled Leg. Hey, you get a shout out in this one, so hang around. Slothcat, love the video, Slothcat. Fox Stuff, Clover, Chris Bromelo, Pee-wee the Great, Lorne's Love Child, Tyler Brasford, a whole heap of you there, and I'm sure I've missed some of you. James Sanders, so apologies if I have.
Fucking hell, of course, I can't even kill a fucking deer.
Well, Lorne, I'm trying to understand why you think it's okay to call me names. Like, why I have to tell you?
I don't even remember calling you a name.
You called me all sorts of names, and you've called me everything from a bitch to a slut. These are things that you've called me when you're drunk, okay? And you talked about how my pussy was getting pounded. These are things that you said. These are things that you said.
Yeah. I don't remember calling you a bitch.
So he's all good with, calling her a bitch and saying she's getting her pussy pounded. He just doesn't remember calling her a bitch. So don't worry about that other stuff.
Yeah, the rest of the stuff he said, but that one insult he didn't say. Like, yeah. And he did call her that. I just cannot. I'm so unable. He is so stupid and just. He's an idiot. I just can't. He makes me want to throw a brick at him. Like, I just can't do it. How? I just can't.
And I can never, and this is just, this is baseline for Lorne. This amount of anger and this amount of, just vulgar words towards anyone, let alone a woman. I just like this is his baseline. This isn't even that bad for him. Like, how do you have this much rage and this much that this just comes out of your mouth? Like some of the stuff he says, and look, I'm not. I mean, I swear as much as the next person, actually, maybe more than the next person. So I'm not saying I'm some kind of clean skip, but like some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth, if I said that, I'd have to give myself an uppercut. Like I'm like, what? Like that would be like a wake up call. Like, what the fuck is going on that you're this angry? But this is just normal. This is just another day in lawn. And g'day, Michael Mendoza and Moo Tang. Sorry, mate, I did miss you there. And the Cornville Nightmare.
Okay, so
and Richard Johnson.
Because you don't remember it, even though I have text messages of it, because you don't remember it, I guess that makes sense.
I still got my text message. I didn't delete them. I'll look back on them if you want me to. I believe you.
Okay.
You said I did it. I must have fucking done it.
You did?
I don't remember it, though.
Well, okay, you're not absolved from responsibility for the things that you do just because you don't remember.
No, I'm not.
So then...
But you've told me that I have no control. You have told me.
Top tier soap opera acting. All My Children, The Young and the Restless.
Yes.
Dallas, Dynasty, Look Out.
And he is. You go.
I just can't. Why are we supposed to care when you're clearly the one who's in the wrong? Like, why are you crying?
Exactly. I mean, and that's
why are you crying?
That's the thing, and it is a performance. He's putting on his best performance here, and the whole tone of it is, I'm so embarrassed and I'm so sorry. Well, if you're sorry, show some contrition. Don't you be the one crying hysterically and yelling. Say, look, I've acted terribly. I can't believe how I've acted. Like, the way you've acted, Ramona is the one that deserves to be angry. So let her be angry, and you stop being a little bitch. Like, and what he is saying here is up there with one of my favorite things of Lawn, where he's going on about how I got drunk and I acted like this because you told me that I can't control myself when I'm drunk. But he phrases it in a way as if she's saying, don't worry about it, Lorne. You can't control yourself when you're drunk. But she's saying it negatively, like anyone would be like, you can't control yourself when you're drunk. Stop drinking this much. But it's like everything. He just takes it, he just puts it through the Lorne filter, and it comes out as an excuse for Lorne, not a negative.
Yeah, and his memory is very convenient as well, because it's like any other time somebody says something to him, he can't remember stuff. But when he wants to twist something and use it to his own benefit, then he can remember what was said. Like, I'm so unable. I'm very, 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 very unable. Yep. It's like, I can't.
Yep, picture perfect memory when it suits him. But when it doesn't, he's got that 3-year buffer. He can't tell you right now, but come back in 3 years, he'll remember perfectly. It's just the way his brain works. And g'day to C&J Dev, Michael Rodriguez, Into the Unknown, Daft Cracks, Lorne's Burn Phone. Hello to you all.
Lorne.
You've told me I have no control when I'm drunk, and you've known me for 6 months.
So now, because...
And what you tell me that I'm all right to do, I do. What you tell me don't do, I don't do it.
So you think it's okay to be abusive to women when you're drunk?
No, I don't.
Then why?
No, I don't.
Then why?
But you've let it fucking go for so long.
So because...
And you laugh about it the next day. You read it back to me and you laugh about it the next fucking day. I know it's not all right.
So then why would you do it?
Why would you allow me to fucking do it?
Allow me.
If you're going to bitch me out about it long enough, I'm not trying to put the responsibility on you.
Then don't.
I
know.
can't.
All I need from you is to tell me.
What an asshole. Why would you allow me to do it? And g'day, Jigsaw Master.
Like, this person is like 50 years old.
Yes.
Oh.
And that's it. I mean, essentially, that's what he wants all of his girlfriends to be a replacement for his mother. Why would you allow me to do this? Like, why can't you have, as a 50-year-old man, why can't you have a, I don't know, a bit of responsibility for yourself? I just, I don't understand it. And g'day,
I
Tickle P
can't.
Shivers and Tiffany Rose.
I need to use it. Tell me it's not right to
Richard
do it.
Johnson.
Lauren,
You tell me it's not right to do it, I'm not going to do it.
Lauren, you are a grown adult who makes your own decisions. You cannot say, why do you allow me to do anything, as if I am controlling you, because I'm not. You have full control over the way you act.
No, you do not understand. I was raised by my mom. What she told me, what she told me to do, I respect women.
Oh, you respect
If you
women,
tell me
that's
if you tell me not to do something, I'm not gonna do it.
You know, and what a ringing endorsement for Mama Gwen here. You know, on the back of talking about how abusive he's been, how absolutely, you know, drunk to the point of, I don't even know what you call this. He says, I was raised by my mum. So well done. Claps in the chat for Mama Gwen, guys. She's really done a fantastic job here.
He brings her up like all the time. Like he throws Mama Gwen in like she's like the wild card in Uno. Like what does that mean? We don't care, dog. We don't care. We don't care. Like you can't just bring her up. Like and he starts crying about it. You know you don't love your mama either. Like we don't care. We don't care. Like I'm sorry, Mama Gwen, that you have some kids that are awful and grew up to be terrible. But it's just like we don't care. Like she's not a get out of jail free card. Like you can't. Like you can't. Like you just cannot bring her up when and he goes out of left field. You don't understand. I was raised by my mom. Okay, well, this is not a ringing endorsement for her parenting skills, baby. Like this does not. This is not.
That's right.
This is not.
And like you say, like what does that mean? Like what does being raised by your mum mean? Most people were raised by their mum. Like, are you mean? And always trying to make sense out of Lorne is a stupid endeavour. But are you trying to say you were raised by, you know, only your mum because you didn't have a dad and that kind of thing? Like it's just such. And if you were raised by your mum, and most people that would be thinking all the ways, you'd be basically saying, you know, by being raised by my mum who was hardworking, that taught me to respect women. But this is it's the opposite.
It's the opposite of that. So you chose to go, if you love your mom so much that you went the total opposite way of what she taught you. This doesn't make any sense. Why even bring it up if you're not even like doing anything that she taught you? That's what I'm saying. It doesn't make any sense. And and I agree, CNJ Dev. Like, I don't think it's her fault because, yeah, he's been an adult for umpteen years. Like, I don't think, him being trash is her fault.
Oh, for sure.
Only thing I will say is if my child was a sexual predator, I'm not a parent. I'm just saying, like, they would no longer have my support. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you're not coming to steal my food that I got fair and square from the food bank.
Absolutely.
You gotta you gotta get a job and do something, make something shake yourself. You're not gonna come and steal my food. I'm no longer supporting you. I'm so sorry. Forget my number.
And that is a good point where just shows the way that he treats his family, the way that he talks to his mum, the way that he treats Roy. Like, it shows you he does not realise how good he's got it in circumstance. Like, Roy has stood by him for whatever reason. He gets nothing out of it except abuse, whereas most people, especially like I think your siblings, like if say you did what Lorne did, you tried or were successful, whatever, to molest a child, most of your family would drop you instantly. Like your mum or your dad, like that, they may. I mean, I don't think they would, but they may still talk to you and try to help you. I don't know, and that would be everyone's decision because it's something that's so shocking that you can't really know how you'd react unless that happened. But I mean, Royce has stuck by him, and he just treats him like an absolute asshole. And like he has no idea how good he has it and how little he deserves that.
Oh, yeah. Really? So these messages are indicative of respect for women.
I was raised by mom. What do you want me to do? I don't know what the fuck to do. Fuck.
So he's just hit something or thrown something now.
I don't want to fucking lose you because you did a goddamn fucking doctor there.
Well, at least you got that fucking pussy pounded on this weekend. Couldn't be honest with me about it, though. You think I'm too fucking stupid to see that shit? LMFAO. The signs are all there. Looks like you were the one that was too stupid to listen to me. What a piece of shit. That's respect for
Keep
women.
fucking bringing that goddamn doctor around. Gee, that fucking helps.
He was
The motherfucker brings you fucking $1,000 jewelry and a house full of fucking flowers. How much does that fucking help me?
I didn't even see him this weekend, but that doesn't matter to you. Because what you said
You didn't tell me. The only thing you said to me Saturday was nice. Nice.
Lauren, I can't have a weekend where I do things for myself and hang out with my girlfriend.
Well, yeah, but you can't even fucking send me hi. I'm thinking about you or something.
I'm not thinking about you. I'm with my girlfriend.
And how many text messages do you think he sent before she finally sent back nice? Obviously wanting to be left the fuck alone, seeing she's with her friends. Now, whether the actual catfish was with their friends or not, or that was in the story, who knows and who cares? But it would have been a bombardment of messages till she finally engaged, I'm guessing.
I'm thinking about them.
Well, I'm sorry, but I'm different on that one. I think about you all the time.
Because you've got nothing else.
Mean I'm thinking about you all the time. Fuck you and your fucking doctor boyfriend. Fucking cheater.
You don't need to fucking read it to me. I know I think about that cocksucker. You don't need to read it to me. I don't want to hear it right now. That motherfucker, I don't fucking like him, but you're determined to fucking keep him around you, and it pisses me off. I know that. It's like he's getting shoved right in my fucking face.
That's the other thing that I hate about him. How are you going to say you don't remember the words that you said, and then when she's clearly reading the receipt back to you, going to say you don't want to hear it?
Yeah, exactly.
She's reading your order back.
Essentially, you've said
I don't remember saying it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm reading back what you said.
But Marona doesn't get it like that. Like that was the get out of jail free card. You're really throwing a wrench into here with trying to read out the text messages.
More than he is.
Gosh.
I didn't even see him this weekend.
Yeah, but any other fucking time you see him, you don't tell him to fucking not hit on you.
And I said, Lauren.
You don't come out right straight and tell him, don't hit on you, you have a boyfriend. This is the problem.
And
I don't even know you. I don't even know you when your birthday is, but that fucking doctor does.
And I said, Lauren.
I don't know when you're going to turn 25. What am I going to say? How old is your girlfriend? She's 24. She's been 24 for 3 fucking years now. Haven't
they only known each other for like 9 months max? So what's the three years thing all about? And g'day, Ilrig.
I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing he's saying like a hypothetical 3 years, but it's just like, how is if like derailing a conversation where like an Olympic sport, he would have a gold medal. Like how we go from talking about his behavior to the doctor, she tells him that the doctor wasn't there. Well, he's always in your life and buying you flowers and stuff. Okay, well, he wasn't there yesterday. So,
yeah.
Well, I don't know your birthday. Okay. Okay.
And that's right. That's what it is. It's just throwing excuse after excuse. Just hopefully one will stick. Hopefully he'll get the magic one there where Ramona goes, "Oh, okay, Lorne, I get it now. I understand why you've been abusing me this much. My apologies. I'm sorry to you, Lorne. Please forgive me. I'm gonna trot my ass down there now."
And I
He's so stupid.
He really is.
said, Lauren, I have never cheated on you, nor have I ever slept with the doctor. And you responded, you just have lie after lie. Anything to get away from telling me the
I was
truth.
fucking drunk.
Oh, that's
And
all
so
right.
that's your excuse.
I'm still not fucking over being my drunk. I'm trying to get over being my drunk.
Being my
When to give
drunk,
me help
these
for it.
phrases.
And that's the other thing, isn't it? He's got all these crazy phrases where I don't know where he gets them from. Because a lot of his cliche romantic shit are obviously just pulled from really shitty rom-coms and that kind of shit. But this kind of, it's like, I don't know, it's like old world speak. It's like 1800s type shit. But even that, I mean, being my drunk, I don't think anyone's ever said that. That
No
is
one in the history of ever has ever put together those words in like next to each other.
yeah,
Being my drunk. Why couldn't you have just said being drunk? Like it's
exactly.
your brand of drunk. I don't understand what that means.
It's a lawn
I want
exclusive.
help.
Lawn exclusive drunk. And that's the thing. He's so proud of good and new, which is fucking stupid. Like, he should be, if he wants to trademark something and put that on shirts or whatever, forget fucking don't yell at me, I'm sensitive. Go with this. Still being my
Being
drunk.
my drunk.
I would
Yeah.
perhaps even wear that. That's not too
I
bad.
mean, I say old world phrases, but those are actually like old timey phrases. Like my family is from the South, so I say stuff like, I'm gonna go lay my burdens down, or like, this is so funny, it sent me to the upper room. Like, like I say stuff like that, but like, and these are actual phrases, man. But like, being my drunk, I that's not in the Urban Dictionary anywhere at all, and I doubt anyone other than Lauren has ever said that ever in their whole entire life. He is unique in
100%.
that way.
Yep, and as Woody's boyfriend/husband says, what's crazy is he says it twice. Like, it wasn't a one-time mistake, he said it twice. Like, it wasn't like he's like, I'm being my drunk, I mean drunk. He's like, nope, gonna say it again. That is exactly what I meant to
Yeah.
say.
He stood in that 10 toes down. And yes, Winnie's boyfriend/husband, I do know who else is from the South. And she was rescued by an African American man named Wes. He he saved her baby, all the babies actually in the South. And did you know some slavery facts? Actually, back in the day, a person like Wes Most would have been considered 3/5 of a person. But to me, in my heart, he's a whole person. He's 5/5 of a person.
I'm sorry. Your Kennedy is my favorite Kennedy. And I just want to know, do you know anything about Jason Blaha? And g'day to Amanda
Now he
James.
has, I know he has a stripper girlfriend named Moon Cookie. I do know that. And he threatened veterans. He threatened them.
Oh, there's a cat in the background. Where she goes, shut your whore mouth to her cat. It was just amazing. Oh, I love that. I love that stream.
Yeah, probably because you didn't buy them beer.
No. Because they were drinking coffee, both of them. Wendy barely ever drinks anyway. Fucking Tony would be the first one to fucking grab beer, and I thought he wouldn't. He didn't.
Fucking lying piece of shit.
And I'm not gonna fucking tell you anything else about that because I know I'll get my ass reamed up for it.
Those are the kinds. Your ass reamed out for what? What am I gonna?
I'm not gonna tell you because I know I'll get my ass reamed up for it.
And see, he likes getting in trouble, doesn't he? Like he has no reason to say what he's about to say, and I should have let it play a bit longer. But spoiler alert, everyone, he's about to admit to driving drunk again. Like he had she would not have known. She doesn't have Google Earth yet. Google Earth, which just follows everyone around, I don't think was around at this point. But why does he admit to that? Because I think he wants her to yell at him because he views that as caring or some shit.
Yeah,
crazy.
and which I mean, lots of other people have said it. Like he wants a mom,
Mm,
and like he craves a mom, and that could be why he brings Mama Gwen up so much. Um, it's like I don't know, like he wants a mom and a girlfriend and a sex toy all rolled up into one, and it's just disturbing.
it is very
It's very
disturbing.
disturbing.
And he is, I do feel like in a really weird, fucked up way, he's quite proud of his drink driving, like it's some kind of weird accomplishment, because like he does talk about it a lot. Like, and it's not talking about it in a way saying, oh, I'm so disgusted in myself doing this that I'm endangering people's lives. Like, it's not like that. And g'day, Peter O'Keefe and Kathy Mack.
What to tell you?
What is it? You
No,
want some
Tony and Wendy both already read my ass out. And Bethany, she fucking read my ass out too.
The
How
whole
many
lot.
money did you lend them?
For nothing.
So what am I going to read your ass
fucking-
out about?
I'm not gonna tell you. I had my ass read out fucking 3 times this morning.
I'm going to bring it up, but I'm not going to tell
It's
you.
my own stupidity, and I fucking know it, and I deserve it.
If you decide that you're not going to tell me something because of fear of how I'm going to act or react, then I'm not going to.
Fine, I fucking drove drunk.
You did what?
I fucking drove drunk
Where?
to the store.
To get more beer?
Yes.
Lauren, you know the repercussions of driving drunk. If you see human
I
life,
already had a fucking 18-pack.
Lauren, listen.
Wow.
If you see human life,
18 beers and he's going for more. Like, and I said this the other day on another stream, like put aside the alcohol content that is in 18 beers, the sheer volume of liquid. I mean, how does his body hold that? I just I couldn't do that. And you know, I'm Australian. Like, it's beer is our water.
I just can't imagine. Well, I'm a lightweight, so I can't even. I'm done after like 3. How do you drink a whole? How do you drink 18,
Yeah,
18 beers? I I would be dead. Like I'm not alive anymore. Like
ab-
I'm not on this
absolutely.
earth.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, like, you look at the sheer volume of liquid that's in his body there, and how drunk he must be. Like, if I had 18 beers, if you know, I would probably be dead too. And if I somehow managed to survive, it wouldn't be about whether I, you know, could drive drunk without killing someone. I don't think I could find my keys. I don't think I'd be able to find my car. I would be absolutely fucked. But he gets that drunk, then he jumps into the car and drives. And probably the only thing that stopped him, I mean, he has run into a house, but the only thing he stopped him from killing someone is he's in the backwoods of Maine where there's probably no one around. Like, it's just luck, the reason that he's not in jail now for killing someone. Fucking
Yeah, I don't
asshole.
know. I'm not built like that. The way my tolerance is, I'm definitely not built like that. Like I am, and it's wonderful because it's economical that that it doesn't take much to get me to fill my drinks. So it's fine. It is. It saves me lots of money.
Yep.
But yeah, I don't. I would be like dead or in somebody's hospital somewhere. Like let alone behind the wheel of a car.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Exactly. I don't think many people are built to consume that much that regularly. And um as Evil Little McNugget says, think of the amount of radioactive lawn piss in Tony and Wendy's yard. It must just be all dead grass. And Amanda James points out the reason that he brags about his drink driving is because just like Debbie, Ramona likes a bad boy. So there you go. Problem solved. And g'day, Amanda James. Can't remember if I said hello to you, but if not, have to.
life as so little and you value it so little that you're going to drive.
That's what I'm saying.
Lord, I'm not reaming you out. Lord, I'm not reaming you out. You know the repercussions of driving drunk. If you care about human life so little that you're willing to risk it, if you care about going back to jail so little that you're willing to risk it, have at it. I'm just glad that I'm not driving around in Maine, nor is any of my family or friends. You can do what you want.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that.
Well, you're doing it.
I don't. I don't want to be that kind of person.
This is the person that
I'm fucked up right now, and I'm trying so hard to get my. I called low this morning, my boss, this morning at 4:30 this morning because I was fucking pissed because of what fucking happened there. Because I know goddamn well that it wasn't my fucking fault about that fucking thing being engaged.
The PTO switch.
I'm so fucking pissed off about this shit.
And what did he say to you?
He said, "I know you're mad, but right now is the time to. Right now is not the time to call me because I'm trying to sleep." And I told my job, I've been trying to fucking sleep last 3 days and I ain't even fucking able to sleep.
So he has called his boss in the middle of the night or early morning by the sounds of it. After I don't know exactly the whole story around the PTO switch, but I assume at the very least he's been laid off over it, and I think he gets fired over it. So he's going to fix the situation by calling him while while his boss is asleep, while Lorne is drunk, and bitching him out about it. Like that's some real Lorne logic there.
Yeah. If he called me at those hours, and woke me up, I would literally drive to his house and I would have no choice but to beat him up. I would hand deliver a beat down. No, you didn't wake me up in the middle of a good sleep because you ain't got no job. Like, some of us have to go to work, Lauren, and it's not you, seeing as, you're fired. Like, no, you didn't. I will
Exactly.
gladly call in sick the next day to offer the beat down that you were so sorely cruising for. I will offer that up on a silver platter. You're getting curbside service for this beat down. I just can't. And his boss was so nice to him. Like, I just cannot. I'm just what. He's so ridiculous and stupid. And once again, we have derailed off the topic of him treating Ramona like garbage, and we have now,
That's yeah.
and we have now,
he's
we have now gone off the rails
he's
to how he is.
Yeah, he's strangely successful at this. It's the one thing he's probably successful. He does get you off track all the time. Um, and I mean that's the thing. Like too, it's another example of people being way nicer to Lorne than he deserves. Like I mean, like his boss was basically like, look, this isn't the time. Let's talk about in the morning. If I was his boss, I'd be like, you know what, mate? We were thinking about it already, but you're fucking fired. Like, pick up your shit tomorrow and don't come back. But he's like, oh, we'll talk about it tomorrow. It's just.
No, I would have hung up in his face immediately and drove over to his house and beat him up.
Well, yeah,
Who
that's right.
does
Well,
that?
you would have gone one step further. Exactly. Who does that?
What is your problem?
Lorne, you fired and wait out the front because I'm coming to kick your ass. G'day, Matt Ryan and Dan's Jeans and Anna O'Rourke.
He said, "Well, call me in the morning." And I said, "All right, you're right." I said, "All right, I'll call you in later on."
And who else did
And
you call?
I'm so fucking mad.
And Chris Bromelo.
And who else did you call?
He's the only. Oh, Emma. I called fucking Emma because I was fucking mad. I'm so fucking mad about everything right now. I didn't want to call you because I knew you were sleeping. I sent you some text messages. I wanted to call you because I knew you were sleeping.
Why are you mad at Emma?
I'm not mad at Emma. I called her because she's 3 hours behind time. And I knew she let me fucking vent a little bit.
So you called her at, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, hell, I don't know. The only thing I can do is look on my phone. I don't even remember. She bitched me out. She bitched me out too.
Okay.
Okay, so all
Of
these
course she
people
did.
are bitching you out, yet that doesn't change your behavior at all.
Oh, she's the only fucking person I care about.
Good timing. Call Emma to show up. Call Emma. And g'day, one of those weirdos.
It's you.
Okay.
You and Mom are the only ones that fucking care about. You're the only ones that say anything that matters to me.
And so people have to tell you to not drive drunk. People have to tell you to not curse, someone out and call them a fucking piece of shit and tell them to go fuck themselves when you're drunk.
I'm so sorry. That's you.
And you called me an asshole.
I'm so sorry I said that to you.
We've reached the crying
I
part
will never
of the
do
lawn
that
cycle.
to you again.
G'day.
Joking
Oh,
on,
really?
I will never fucking do that to you again.
And Lorenzic files?
Fucking you can't let something doing it to you.
You already slept with
But
your
I love
fucking
you.
lying
I love you so
shit.
fucking much.
So piece of shit. That's
I like how
message
she's
that I
still
received.
reading the text messages.
Yep, exactly. And I think he's just wanting to move on to the crying to get past it, but she's like, just nah, like let's keep going.
I love her. And like people say that Ramona is too soft on him, but like hers is not her she's not gonna overtly yell at him, but
Yep.
she does deliver some haymakers to him, and like this is one of them. Like she did not like even let up for the tears. She just keeps reading the text message. Like I would picture her like as a news anchor at the desk, continuing to read the
Yeah.
news as
Well,
he is sobbing uncontrollably.
do you know what she reminds me a lot of in this call, what she's doing? It's a lot like Chris Hansen. Like, the Predator's breaking down and going, no, stop, and all this kind of stuff. And he just keeps reading out lines from the chat log, much like he did exactly with Lorne. Like, Lorne's sitting there sobbing and that. And he's like, oh, here's a good one, which is essentially what Ramona's doing here. She's like, oh, here's a good one. Still getting that fucking pussy pounded. It's so good. And she is very good. And the fact that she stays so cool about it, I think, like it highlights how out of control he is, but it just lets her get through what she wants to say to him. Yeah.
I love you so fucking much. I'm so fucking sorry for doing that. Oh my fucking word, I'm making so fucked up.
Fucking word.
And you said that I didn't tell you that the doctor wasn't over here this weekend. You wouldn't have believed it. You would have continued calling me a liar and a piece of shit, just like you did when I said that I've never slept with the doctor.
I don't like that motherfucker. I'm telling you, I don't know how many times I've fucking told you, I do not like that motherfucker. Because I talked to
Okay, well, address what she just said, though. Address what she just said. We established you don't like him, okay? Like, address what she just said. Are you gonna do that? Are you and your wobble tooth gonna do that? Are you gonna do it? Like, I just can't. Like, I don't have the patience. I could have never catfished him. He would have made me throw my phone. Like, I just can't do it. Like,
it'd be a very expensive exercise for you to catfish him. Just
the way he talks to people, the end of it would have been a very short catfish because I would have insulted him really badly.
Yeah.
I don't think he would call me again. Well, who knows? I don't know, but like I just really would have snatched all his taint hairs. Like I just couldn't. Like I would snatch him even balder than he already is. I just can't. Like the way he talks to people is unimaginable.
Yeah.
It's unimaginable.
Yeah, and I mean, he would most likely call you back because, I mean, the amount of things he's called people back when you thought there's no way this continues. But, like, the patience that all the catfish have had are absolutely amazing. And I don't think I would have it. I mean, I'm sure that Lorne would not get catfished by me because I don't think I'm what Lorne's after. But I couldn't. I don't think I could get through one call. It'd be halfway through all this bullshit. I'd just be like, "Fuck me, mate! Like, just go fuck yourself." And I don't think he would be coming back for more.
I don't fucking like him.
Lauren, you are making him a scapegoat for your behavior, and that is not right. He did not tell you to behave in the manner that you're behaving in. He didn't do that. He didn't make you.
I am not making him a scapegoat.
But you're making
He told me he is not. He told me he is not going to stop hitting on you. He told me, how do I know you're real? How do I know this is real? He doesn't. Even when you handed the fucking phone to him, he did not fucking believe it was real.
And that's the other thing. I mean, he's obviously upset. I mean, and like you say, he has completely derailed this now. We're no longer on the topic of what she's trying to bring up. But he's obviously threatened by the doctor with good reason. But his response isn't, okay, I'm going to try to improve myself so that Ramona makes the choice to stay with me. So I'm going to try to, treat her better and whatever other improvements he thinks he could make. His response is to bitch and whinge, thinking she'll go, oh, well, Lorne doesn't like this, so off you go, doctor. Crazy.
Yeah, I just can't.
And g'day, Dr. Cassandra, mate.
The guy is fucking dumb.
Ooh, big call.
He might be a nice guy, but he's fucking dumb.
I don't talk about your friends like this.
I am not saying he's a bad guy.
I don't call your friends dumb.
Call them fucking dumb. I don't care. They're my fucking friends. They don't mean what you mean to me. I don't give a fuck if you call Tony dumb. I say, well, yeah, maybe he is. Who cares? I don't give a fuck about him. I care about him as a friend. He's not my fucking boyfriend. He's not my girlfriend. You're my fucking girlfriend. I care about you. You handed the phone to the fucking doctor, and he still was persistent that he was going to have you. I don't like him.
Lord.
You can't stop me from feeling that way because I talked to him on the phone.
But you're making him a scapegoat for your behavior, and that's not right.
No, I am not right in my behavior, and I know that. I'm ashamed of the fucking way I behave.
Okay, then focus on that. Focus on
all I care about is fucking treating you right. And it was fucking Billy got anything from me this weekend to hurt me.
God.
Oh
You care
my
about-
It
gosh.
didn't hurt me till last night.
So it's so pathetic. Like, I barely got anything from you. Like, and that would normal people, that would not encourage them to give you anything. Most people would just say, well, you know what, fuck you. You can't be an adult. And I forgot to mention before, and I know this call is in the dump, but for whatever reason, I couldn't find it. So I'm actually streaming this off Stupid Moves channel, which their description is, their channel link is in the description. So check them out.
I was like, Jesus, I didn't fucking have any of her this weekend except the night.
Didn't have any of her.
I can't stand how he talks. Like, I just can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Like she's leftover pie or something. I didn't have any of her this week. What are you talking about, man? What? Like what? What?
That's right. It's always
can't
ownership,
do
and it's
it.
always like, like these people are objects. Like, I didn't have any of that. I didn't get any time to play fucking computer games tonight. Like, it's just so childish, and yeah, like he owns everything.
That was just same morning.
Also, when he
feel
said
bad.
he doesn't like the doctor because he's determined to have you, and it's like Ramona doesn't have a say in the situation. Like I hate how he treats it. Like the woman has zero say in what happens, and it's very rapey.
Yeah,
it's very rapey. It's
100%.
Like she has to give consent for anything to go down. So if she doesn't consent to it, what are you worried about? Because her no will be no. So if you don't think she's gonna cheat on you, then what is your problem?
That's right. And he says it might not be this call, might be another one. He says, you know, stuff along the lines of like, I trust you, but I don't trust him. Well, if you trust her, like he's not going to rape her. Like, I mean, I know you think that every guy is a disgusting rapist asshole, but you know that's she consent. So if you think that she's going to consent to that, well, you don't trust her. Like that's bullshit in itself. But it's the same way that he seems to think that he will decide when he's in the relationship with someone, but also to end a relationship, both parties need to agree. It was in one of the calls I did yesterday where he's going on about, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was, saying, oh, you're trying to get into a fight with me so we can break up and you'll go be with the doctor. Well, no, she doesn't need a fight. She doesn't need to have a fight with you. She can just say,
she could literally just
Lord,
break up with you.
This is over, and she's gone. Like that's all it needs to be. But he seems to think, well, there needs to be a way that we have a fight, and so that I'll say, okay, I release you, Ramona. Like, fuck off, mate.
Yeah.
And g'day to Bobby Gump and whoever else. Oh, Drive 137. And Bobby Gump with me tonight is I'm Just Being Honest.
Yeah, I didn't look at my fucking phone for 4 hours.
Oh, and VO.
Because I was trying to fucking get my shit on that fucking stupid internet.
With me. That's good that you didn't look at your phone for 4 hours. I mean,
yeah, but when I looked at it, I was praying to God that I would see hi, how are you on it, and I didn't. And that fucking, it upset me.
So you're upset.
And I'm sorry.
Sorry.
I'm sorry I think about it so fucking much. I've never met anybody like you that I fucking trust to the fucking bone. No matter what I say when I'm drunk, I never fucking mean what I say when I'm drunk. When I'm sober, I feel so fucking secure with you, and it scares me a little bit.
Oh my God.
And not only that, and this, so yesterday and this morning I received some nasty messages from you, but I also received some nasty messages from you last week, middle of last week.
I don't want to. Why do we want to go back to last week? I know what I've done in the past.
This is a pattern, Lauren.
You're the only one that can get me out of that fucking pattern. I'm telling you.
Oh my God.
I'm telling you. I know. I'm fucking telling you, baby. Listen.
Oh, he's
Why
getting
did he start
mad
yelling
now.
at her?
Yeah, exactly.
Listen.
I'm trying to tell you something. And g'day, Jace Move and Munkle Fucker. Sorry, I did miss you there. I just don't know where he gets off thinking that he can be the one that's yelling in this situation. Not that anyone should ever be yelling, but I mean, he is so in the wrong, but he is still going to yell.
Got me out of.
No.
Yeah.
No,
You're the only one that's got. You are the only one that has got me out of every other fucking pattern that I have had.
No.
Okay, so then how come you're still like getting drunk and calling her names? Like that's a pretty severe pattern that you're in the trenches with right now. I don't know.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty big one.
It sure does.
You don't believe it.
NOKNO. No. I am not responsible for how you behave. I am not getting you out of or into any patterns. You are the sole you are the sole dictator of how you behave.
Yeah, well,
the patterns.
It's awful funny that I have gotten out of patterns because I love you.
Okay, which pattern?
I love this part.
No. I'm not gonna mention because I know I've got another fucking pattern.
Or name one pattern. Just name one.
No. Oh,
He said he made.
You fucking do that. You do that all the
Let's,
time.
let's go back.
No.
I'll hear that again.
No, I've got another fucking pattern.
Or name one pattern. Just name one.
No. Oh, no. You fucking do that. You do that all the time, and I can't remember. My memory is not that great.
Oh, but you remember you've gotten out of patterns, but you can't name just one? Just one.
I can't fucking name any. My fucking memory is not that fucking. You wait down the road, and I'll remember fucking patterns that I've got.
3-year buffer.
I mean, just one.
My memory is fucked up like that. I can't remember what I did yesterday. But you wait, give me fucking 3 years, I'll remember it.
He didn't remember what he did yesterday because he was drunk.
That's right. That's right. But he can remember on the weekend when she didn't text him anything but nice because she was spending time with her friends. Like,
that noise he made when he was trying to remember the patterns always sends me. It's going to send me to an early grave.
It's like his brain breaks. It's like, it's already going around really slowly and the little cogs get intertwined and it just... And the other thing, that's what he will never give a reason. He just says all of this crazy, sappy bullshit all the time. And, so name me one pattern. I can't name any. The same thing as when he was saying to Debbie or Casey, whoever it was, you're so special to me or something. And then, she's like, well, how am I special? It's like, because you're awesome. Like, well, that's not a thing. Like, that's not a reason why... Fucking hell. And g'day, Hardcore Poetry and Bitter Almonds.
Worse. Don't ask me about it. I just know. I can remember every fucking day from my fucking childhood.
Do you remember the one where you decided that you wanted to be a drunk and that you wanted to drive drunk and that you wanted to be the person that you are today?
Yeah. Uncle Clay got me fucked up, alright? Uncle Clay got me fucked up.
That was somebody else's fault.
And he didn't even, and I know he's not really big for addressing questions, but he's saying that I remember everything, from when I was a kid. And so her next question was, okay, so do you remember, from when you were a kid that you wanted to be this drunk piece of shit when you got older? And now he's just gone straight to saying Uncle Clay has done recently. Like, he can't or won't stay on topic whatsoever.
Yeah, I'm upset because I'm fucking, he fucking lied right in front of fucking mom. Told me that he told me to fucking go to work for him last week on a day when he fucking wanted something done, and he never fucking said that. Roy was the one that called me on fucking Wednesday, told me and fucking if I had any free time, go over and fucking start working on the room. Clay never said anything to me at all about it. And he lied in front of mom, and I fucking told him, I said, you never fucking said anything to me about that. And I just told you fucking Friday I didn't know whether or not I had a fucking job. And I'm fucking
Your uncle probably feels like you're using him. You've lived in his trailer. You haven't paid him rent in several months.
Yeah, well, he raised the fucking rent because he put a goddamn carpet in the hallway and a linoleum in the living room or in the kitchen. Well, I told him, don't do it. So I've done all the work on this fucking house with the exception of a few things.
Lauren.
How did we get here, Lauren? How did we get here?
Exactly.
Why are we here?
In a space of 5 minutes, we've gone from talking about the abuse that you've given to Ramona, then skipping to you drink driving, then to your memory being that you can remember everything as a child, to how Uncle Clay fucked you over by improving the house you live in. Like, I don't understand
What if,
why.
like, I don't understand. Like, I would be, because in my line of work, I do have to talk to people like this, and like I'm trying to ask them pertinent, important questions, and they're just like all over the place, and like you have to gently, like, bring them, redirect the conversation, and because some of them be on drugs or whatever. Like, this man is not on drugs; he's just a moron, and I just cannot do it. Like, I wouldn't have the patience. I mean, what are you talking about? Like, where are we? Like, why? Why are we here?
I need a map. Can you give me a map to this conversation? And
I want to retrace our steps.
That's right. You'd have to record it like this so you can go back and go, hang on a second, how did we get here? And g'day, Sam Fordyce.
Fucking whole property. It's all been my fucking work. So I've worked my fucking shit.
Lauren, listen to me. My apartment complex, I've renewed my lease now twice. And both times they raised the rent, and I've paid it. Do you know what would happen if I did not pay my rent? I would get thrown out. You have not paid your rent, and your uncle has not thrown you out. That right there.
But the fucking thing is I have done over the amount of work in this place than what I owe him. It was his equipment, but it was my time. If it was me on a fucking septic job, running equipment, I'd be fucking charging him $50 an hour. For the amount of work that I fucking did out here, this fucking thing was up 4 feet high coming towards the trailer, ready to bulldoze it all over. And doing landscaping on the outside trailer in front of this fucking other rental. I've done more than what I owe him. And I bought fucking house wrap for this fucking trailer, which costs $257.
And I love how he believes he can just equate his time and his labour for stuff that so he believes that for a septic job he would get paid 50 fucking bucks an hour, whatever it is. So he's doing some bullshit around the house, so he thinks that time should be equated to that amount and then come off his rent. Letting aside the fact that he wasn't asked to do any of this shit. Like, could you imagine? I mean, I don't know if you rent or whatever, but I rented, when I was younger. Like, could you imagine, just doing some random bullshit around the house, maybe duct taking a desktop fan to the ceiling, and be like, well, look, that took me 2 hours, and if I was doing neurosurgery, I'd be getting paid, $2,000 an hour. So I think we just skip the next few months' rent. What do you think?
I cannot. Like, and the work that he does is shoddy. Like, why in heaven's name is there a freaking door on the ceiling as well? Like, why? What kind of funhouse shenanigans are going on in that trailer? Why? It's surrounded by a freaking P-moat. Like, why? Why?
Exactly. And I mean, it'd be one thing if you're a long-term renter and you're saying to your landlord, ahead of time, hey, look, I'd like to do this to the house. And they say, look, that would actually improve it. And let's negotiate a bit of rent relief based on the fact that, you're improving my property as well as your living situation. But what lawn would do to a house would detract from that property. They would have to undo all the shit and fix everything you broke to get it back to what it was before you started.
Man, and that place is a freaking dump.
It is awful.
It's a dump.
It is awful. And I mean, I lose track of his fucking hovels. But the latest one that he's in, where he's doing the renovations, like that is, as I said before, that looks like found footage in the next horror movie that's coming out.
So is that a different place? Like, is he in a different trailer?
I'm honestly
or is that the same trailer?
I'm not 100% sure. I feel like for some reason that it's a newish trailer, not a newish trailer, but a more recent trailer. But it could just be the same one that he has continued to fuck up. But I've thought at some stage Uncle Clayt kicks him off the property, but I could be wrong. And g'day Turtlehead too, and Sprinkle Cake.
I just don't understand. Like, I am tempted though. I've said this in stream before. Like, I am tempted to go through the door that's on the ceiling. Like, I know nothing good will come of it. But I am tempted to like,
It's like
like,
like a fucked up Narnia in there. Like,
yeah,
And about a door that
hey,
costs
Jerry
fucking
Anthony.
over 200.
But Lauren, it's your place.
And I
You
bought
should be
fucking
taking
other
care
shit,
of
this
it.
piece of shit.
Lauren, it is your place. You should be taking care of it.
Yeah, wow. He
Wow.
should be fucking
Yeah,
thinking about
well.
what the fuck I've done here. This fucking place was a piece of shit. It was not livable when I moved into it. You ask fucking Tony. It was not fucking livable. And I fucking lived here and got it to where it is now. So he's not going to tell me that I fucked him. If anybody got fucked on the goddamn thing, it was me.
Of course, Lorne.
And this motherfucker is still not stable. My fucking neighbor's share is stable. My fucking place ain't stable. That's why I haven't put vinyl siding on it. Because I'm the one that has to fucking get under there, put concrete under there to make it fucking stable with my fucking money.
So if this place is so horrible and so dilapidated, why do you live there?
It's not dilapidated because I fucking made it so it's not.
Okay.
And I'm still working on it.
Okay, so why
Yeah.
did you move into a place that you're going to have to put all this work into if it's so bad?
I'm a fucking sex offender. You remind me all the time, remember?
No, I do not remind you of that all the time. And what does being a sex offender have to do with where you live?
I can only live a certain place. I have to be away from certain places, schools, parks.
Okay, there's a bajillion places in
Yeah,
Maine.
there is. If I was in Cambridge, Maine, where I used to live at my fucking house, I'd be fine because I had 11 acres there. I owned 11.
Okay, so then why don't you go back?
100%. I think this is his little sob story about how he had to sell he was so fucked up that he sold his like $6 million house or some shit for $6,000 or some bullshit he springs
But
out.
like he does have a sweet deal. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, he has a sweet deal. Like, he lives on land that his family owns in a trailer that he doesn't pay rent in, and he is complaining that let me check my notes. That he has to do some improvements to make it livable.
Yeah. I mean,
Interesting how that works, but he doesn't pay monthly rent. So like, you theoretically should have the money to make it livable since you're not paying monthly rent, right? Like, okay.
exactly. But I mean, those 18 packs of Bud Light don't buy themselves, Honest.
I
Acres.
just can't.
Do you see how much I fucking lost a long time ago
Okay, so
before the fucking sting?
hold on a second.
10.4 acres is what it was.
Okay, so then you should have used the $30,000 that you stole more wisely.
Yeah. Well, that's right. I mean, and that's this whole whatever he lost, and I don't actually know if he owned anything, but whatever he lost because he had to flee because he stole $30,000 from an elderly couple. Like you don't get to do that and then have people go, "Oh, Lorne, you've lost so much." Like, this is accountability for your actions. This is consequences of your actions, asshole.
Some stuff off, and then after he didn't stole the $30,000, like he didn't have a pot to pee in or a window to throw it out of when he got to Nashville. Like, how you not have a bed, dog? How you not have enough money? You literally just absconded with $30,000, and all you have a show for it is a late model Dodge truck. You don't have a bed. All you have is a computer. I would opt for a bed, but whatever.
Well, the floor is more comfortable. Like, so
just can't.
why waste money on a bed when you can have when the entire house is your bedroom?
I cannot.
So, g'day weird versions, and I'm ready for a little bit of something else if you are too.
Yeah,
With
sure.
A little bit of some destination fucked.
It is time, ladies and gentlemen. Get ready for another trip to the paradise of pain. Stow your tray table and put your seat in the upright position. You and I are going on an all-expenses-paid business trip to our favourite destination. I reckon this bloke is the #1 pilot to make sure we get there.
He's
He
back.
landed that plane. This
shit.
Sheila can be his co-pilot. Yep, she's qualified.
Oh.
Why is she trying to act like that didn't happen? Shit, it's a wedding. What is a wedding doing in a compilation like this? It doesn't belong here. Oh, yes, it does. I don't think this is the Destination F money shot, to be honest.
Boom.
I reckon the bride kicking his ass when he's conscious again will be far worse. I love how no one cares for him. Do they even know him, or is he a freeloader? Elevators shouldn't be in this compilation either. I have nightmares about these things falling. It looks like he could land this. It's a well thought out backflip. Clearly I'm taking the piss.
no.
The spinal damage was inevitable from the outset. Level 1, clothing. Level 2, haberdashery. Level 3, fucked. Cheers to a wanker called Gareth for sending me this one. You can tell this fella is at that point in the night where he thinks he's invincible.
Why?
Unfortunately, he's not. But he is determined.
A lot of
he's
bad
a stubborn,
decisions were
tenacious,
made. That
functional
sweater was
alcoholic.
#1.
And by golly, by jingo, I'm on his side. He's done it.
Oh.
That was as graceful as a Caitlin Ohashi spready slam. If he was sober, he would have
shit.
fought and resisted this journey. But because he's drunk, he's relaxed, he's floppy, he accepts his destiny. Bugger me, a wedding, an elevator, now an orchestra has made it into this compilation. The guy at the back is letting out a lot of anger on his timpani. He thinks he's John Bonham in Led Zeppelin. It's a dangerous thought for a dickhead in a suit. Kapow! Oh, gee whiz. The conductor is like, let's change it to the key of F for fucked. Here's a CEO with a
Oh
sword
my
and a
God.
gigantic bottle of champagne.
no, this is
Like
gonna
doing
go.
a backflip in an elevator, I can't foresee anything going wrong here. The logic, the common sense, it all adds up. Yep, he's hacking it. Oh, what a
Wow.
beautiful thing to
Far
witness.
out.
I love it. I love everything about this. I wish I worked at this company. A new year, a new car chase. This dodgy bastard is gonna try sneak around this truck to get away from the coppers, but the truck says, yeah, nah, yeah, nah, and rips off the door of the car as well. This bloke is gone. The cops are like, yep, you're in destination fucked.
Oh my god.
Perfect. And g'day to That's a Lot of Whoopee. All right, straight back into from one destination fuck to another.
So, Lauren.
I'm telling you right now, I love you so fucking much.
Why?
Certainly
What is this
sounds
sex
like it.
offender
Don't
have to do with
ever think that I don't fucking love you. I love you. I don't. Please don't ever fucking. I don't.
This is love, guys. You know, just if you're in a relationship, if this isn't what's going on, then maybe it's not the one.
How keep doing this? Don't let me go like that again.
Lauren?
Don't tell me not to fucking say that shit to you. That's all I need. Tell me don't fucking say shit like that to you again, and I will never fucking do it.
Lauren.
Oh, g'day, Jimmy. Good to see you.
Lauren, two things.
It's not all right. They did it to you.
Lauren, I have two things to say. First of all, yes, you are a sex offender, but why can't you live in...
No, I am not a fucking sex offender.
Lauren,
Dude, you just said you were.
To me. You're
Yeah,
not
I have to listen. I have to register as a sex offender. I am not a sex offender. I have never fucking done anything
What a weird distinction. I have to register, but I'm not a sex offender.
to a kid. Literally never fucking done anything to a kid. I was fucked up at the time. I wouldn't have even fucking done anything then. And I know that. Whether anybody, Mom knows I wouldn't have. Richard knows I wouldn't have. Tony knows I wouldn't have.
Well, you're lying, or they're fucking idiots. Like, they're the only two options there. And this fucks me off when he says this, and this is a recurring theme for him. but like, he was obviously going to, try to have sex with her. Like, I mean, the way he rocked up, he swaggered and he was so happy. That's not the look of someone that was like, hey, I've realised this is the wrong thing. That was. But on top of that, he just discounts everything else. Like, I mean, obviously at this point he hasn't admitted to, MySpace Molly, but so what he did there, and then also if Kayla was real, like, I mean, without actually doing anything physical, he's already molested those kids in showing his fucking
Yep.
disgusting cock, in making them experiment, all that kind of stuff. But in his head, and this is what is really scary for me, I don't think he views it that way. I don't think he thinks all that. I think he thinks that everything he did with, say, the decoy being Kayla, if he didn't go to the house, no harm, no foul, which is really frightening.
Yeah. That, and then he also even went to go stalk Molly in person. Like, so
100%.
this isn't not his first rodeo. It's not the first time he tried to meet a child online. Like, he like legit did that. Like,
Yeah.
he just went a step further with, like, going to kidnap said child.
Yes.
But he totally went to meet Molly in person. Like, you only have to show, like, this is like a pattern. He was going further and further. Had that been a real child there, she would have been back at his apartment, and then he would have been guilty of kidnapping and worse stuff.
Mhm.
So yeah, he was definitely going to do something awful.
Absolutely. And g'day, Juniper.
Lauren,
I never would have fucking done anything to any kid. I wouldn't have been able to.
Lauren, that's a hard line to sell because you said you showed up with condoms.
I always had fucking condoms in my truck anyway. I was in fucking Nashville going out to the bar every night. But yes, I did have condoms in my truck. I'm not fucking denying that. But I always had fucking condoms in my truck.
And
Unfortunately, I had to fucking buy them that night anyway. That's what was unfortunate.
So you bought condoms the night that you went to the Sting house,
Yes.
but you weren't going to sleep
I didn't have
with the
any
girl
more.
who was there? So you weren't going to sleep with the person who was there?
Oh.
Lauren, I'm just asking the question.
I did not. I know, but it's hard for me because I did not want to sleep with a 13-year-old. I did not want. I didn't even want to go.
This doesn't make any sense
No.
either, because he said he was going to bring them in both the chat log and on the telephone with the decoy, and then it's like, if you could barely afford gas to get there, like, why would you spend extra money on those if you
Yes.
weren't? He was like, well, I was going to bars every night. Okay, well, you weren't going to bars that night,
Exactly.
so what would you need to buy them right then and there for? That doesn't make sense. Get
That's
better at
right.
lying, dude.
And
You're not good at it.
and
You
why do you
weren't
need the
going to a bar that
bracelet?
night.
No, that's right. And
It's
why do you need that bracelet if you weren't going there for that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, he tells the story sometimes as if he was just like, just going to say, oh, okay, well, look, I'm definitely not going to have sex with her. This is over now. I've realised it's wrong, but I did agree that I would go there, so I can't not go. So I better grab that bracelet. And like you say, he was. I mean, he didn't have money for gas. There was a lot of talking about, I don't think I'll have money to get there and back and there and back again and all this kind of shit. But he's buying condoms for the kid that he's apparently not going to have sex with. I mean,
yeah,
come on.
it's just,
And I always makes me like laugh when he talks about, that the whole plan, how often it changes. Like, he's going to come there and stay, and then no, you're going to come back here. Or hang on, I don't think I've got enough gas to do that. No, yes I do, yes I do. I mean, more than you already are, you're really playing with fire there. Like, what was he going to do if he bought it back into the middle of nowhere, he runs out of gas, and he's got this 13-year-old kid who is, like, scared out of their brain, and they're in the middle of nowhere, and he's got no fucking gas. Like, what are you going to do then, Lorne?
And he said he ran out of minutes on his phone. Like he didn't have any minutes on his phone either.
So he can't call anyone.
It was gonna be ridiculous. He ain't got no food at his house, just nothing. He wasn't gonna feed her, no nothing. It was gonna be miserable. Like I just
But
she's gonna be eating
money for a fun pack of condoms though, and a janky fucking bracelet.
where she was gonna be sleeping on the floor in his apartment.
Fucking
Like
hell.
I can't.
It's he's infuriating.
But why did you buy condoms before you went to see her?
Because I knew I needed condoms. I had to fucking buy her a gift. So I bought a $5 fucking sterling silver bracelet.
So you
because they asked me to buy her a fucking gift.
Well, you
So
couldn't
you
say
bought her
no.
a bracelet and
Every
condoms.
time I hear him say sterling silver bracelet, I think of the way Amanda James says it. The sterling silver bracelet.
Yes.
I can't do it as good as she does, but her Lauren impression is dope.
I love her Lorna impression, and a lot. Much like you, a lot of times, like he says stuff, or if I'm reading the chat log, I'll hear her saying it.
Why did you get condoms before going to see a 13-year-old?
Because I didn't have any more in my truck, and I knew I needed them.
But you weren't going to sleep with. But you didn't have much money. But I mean, why would you buy condoms when you didn't have anyone who you, in your words?
G'day, Rob Sop. And it just always, when he talks of like, just when you think about the scenario with what he believed Kayla was, you know, daughter of 2 doctors living in this mansion, and he's going to rock up with this $5 bracelet that he obviously would expect her to wear. Like, could you imagine, like, you know, they're going through Kayla's room one day and there's this fucking janky ass bracelet there. Like, Kayla, what is this? Oh, my boyfriend gave that to me.
What is this garbage? Well, they would believe another 13-year-old bought it. That would be how he got out of it. But it's like, yeah, like he was really gonna take it with no food, no food. You gonna kidnap this girl with no food? You don't have any food, no food.
Exactly. And that's the thing. Like, what were you gonna do then? Like, if this all happens, like, what you were, so you weren't gonna feed this kid all weekend, or you're just gonna feed a beer or some shit? Like, I just
Bologna sandwich. I wasn't gonna bring you any pizza. Oh, okay. So you're just gonna kidnap me and we just gonna starve all weekend?
Can't even have any fucking pizza. Like, honestly, at least Jeff Sokol bought pizza. Like,
garbage.
Fucking
We're
hell.
gonna sleep with.
Bit of
I
baloney.
don't know. I can't tell you.
Baloney.
I honestly can't tell you because I don't know myself. I don't know myself. I didn't even have fucking enough gas. I tried to pawn my fucking camera that was fucked up on the back. I tried to fucking pawn that just so I can get fucking gas money to go anywhere. At 3 pawn shops.
Well, I mean,
in Nashville, on the same fucking road. And I told my fucking lawyers about that. Lawyers never fucking check it out.
Well, I mean, the camera.
Because of my camera being in my fucking glove box, I get extra time.
Well,
that's why I got extra time.
Well, and no, it wasn't just that. It was the fact that you showed up with the camera, and in the chat log, you had said that you want to take naked pictures of her and you want to take pictures of yourself inside her. That's why, because you made the intent clear and you showed up with the camera. Like, it's like, you know, if you have a fucking fork in your car, no one's going to say, well, you're going to murder someone with that. But if you tell them, I'm going to stab you with this fucking fork, well, there's a bit of intent there. and now people are going to think that.
Okay, the camera
supposedly
can be excused. I mean, the camera can be excused. People use cameras. People carry their cameras around. The camera.
Well, the camera on my fucking cell phone, too.
But
I couldn't fucking take a picture of that.
Okay, you could have.
Okay.
The reason they got more time, that I got more fucking time, was attempted production of child pornography because my fucking camera, my digital camera, was in my glove box. That's why I got 5 years. When I told my fucking lawyer that I tried to pawn that camera at 3 pawn shops, I had duct tape on the back of that fucking camera to try to hold the fucking batteries in. And I took to 3 different fucking pawn shops. None of them would take it.
Gee, I wonder why. I mean, but Lauren, seriously though.
Oh, yeah.
Lauren.
But I threw it in my fucking glove box because as it was a place to keep it. Not only that, I was also fucking trying to take pictures of fucking places that I was going around now. So this was my first time around Nashville.
So then why would you not making any sense? So either you were trying to pawn it or you were gonna like why would you why? So I was taking pictures of places around. What?
Yeah, that's right.
So
I was
then-
trying to pawn it, but I was also using it to take pictures. Come on, Ramona. What don't you understand?
I don't get it. Oh my god.
And the way he says it to Ramona in this way of like basically like, holy shit, like why can you not understand this? Like it's just incredible. And then he goes on there about, oh, you know, I could have taken pictures on my phone too. So you're admitting to more ways you thought about how you could produce child pornography. And on top of that, he says, I said this to my lawyer, and basically he wouldn't follow up. He wouldn't follow it up because he knows it's a waste of time, because you said that you were going to take naked pictures of her and you rocked up with the camera. So all this story about I was trying to pawn it or I was a tourist in Nashville, that means nothing, because he knows that the prosecution go, okay, that's fine, Lorne. Like if Lorne's up on the stand saying that, they're just going to say, that's fine. But at the end of the day, you said you're going to do it and you rocked up with the means to do it. So case fucking closed. Piss off. Like
one other time when I found fucking Bud in Georgia, I went through Nashville and stopped, not even for half a day, but I didn't have my camera then.
Okay, but Lauren, forgetting the camera, you're telling people that you bought condoms right before. Okay, Lauren, listen to what you're saying.
I know.
Okay.
I know everything I'm saying sounds odd to other people.
But Lauren, how do you expect it not to? These are.
I can't.
For a month, as you said, you had a sexually charged chat with a 13-year-old, and then right before going to see her, you buy condoms? Like,
I know. I didn't have any fucking condoms, and I bought condoms that night.
I mean, you
the same time I bought the fucking brace. I know how it looks. I know how it looks. And I know. I'm not stupid. I do fucking know how everything fucking looks. And I can understand everybody's point of view of everything.
Okay, well,
it's just that's not where my mind was.
Well, you had nicknames.
And the silence from Ramona just sums up it. Just like she's like, what do you say? Like, what do you say to that? And g'day, Jen Bennett.
It's just not where my mind was at. My mind was just not fucking anywhere at the time. All I could see was somebody caring about me. That's all I fucking saw. Because fucking.
Oh gosh.
Because what?
Because nobody fucking back here fucking cared about me.
Oh.
That's the way I felt. That's why it was so easy for them to fucking pull me. Huh?
I said.
But this is so stupid, and he says this all the time too. Like basically, he had to talk sexually to her because all he saw was someone caring about him, and he didn't want to lose that. Well, if all you wanted was someone to care about, you wouldn't have talked sexually because you would have been scared that you would lose that. If you just needed someone to care for you, and apparently this 13-year-old kid is what you need to care for you, you wouldn't have introduced your fucking penis because you'd be worried about her going, oh, fuck, that's disgusting. Never talk to me again. I'm calling the cops. So your need to molest this kid overrode any supposed need for care.
I thought you and your mom.
He's so stupid.
Yeah, he really is.
We're so close.
Yeah, but at the time I idolized my brother and I idolized my sister.
Sir, you were
And
40. You were 30 freaking 7.
Still
Idolize
idolizing him.
him. You're not in 2nd grade. What are you talking about?
I know.
Ooh.
G'day, you Super J.
I idolize every fucking person in my goddamn family. But my brother and my oldest brother and my sister were the main two. I fucking was bored by fucking losing everything. It was because of those two. Then I fucking lost everything. All my fucking money was fucking gone because of those two.
It's everybody else's fault. Still not taking
Yeah, Lauren,
any
some people would say that
accountability.
you're blaming other people for your actions.
Yeah, well, if they knew the fucking story, they wouldn't be fucking say that.
Okay.
You know, it's kind of like you telling me that I have to tell you not to call me a bitch and a whore when you're drunk, otherwise you're going to do it.
Okay,
Like,
Kingpin.
you know, you can't...
You are fucking different. You have no fucking idea how different you are. Because you are like the only fucking one that has ever been fucking honest with me right to a T. I've never
Okay, so then why
met
treat her like
anybody-
dirt?
Exactly.
And then why call her a liar? You
Yeah.
called her a liar, so
You've treated me
understand
so
that
well,
correlation.
so I'm going to abuse you.
like you. And that's probably why I'm so fucking drawn to you.
So
You are
you call me
so
a...
fucking unique, it's unbelievable. And I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that.
Lauren,
I don't act because you tell me it's all right because I can't control myself when I'm drunk. But if you tell me to control myself when I'm drunk and don't do that to you, I'm not gonna do it.
So here's...
If you think I'm fucking lying, you try it.
Okay, so wait.
I want you to fucking...
I don't... And we've come full circle here. Like, this is what he was saying at the start.
Tell me that shit. Tell me don't do that to you.
Lauren.
Hey,
I'm
Rachel
fucking
D.
begging you to tell me don't do that to you.
Lauren, you're begging me to tell you.
I am fucking begging because I don't want to treat you like that.
Then why are
Then
you
don't
doing
do it.
Exactly.
I don't
But-
know.
Like, when he's talking like this, he talks like he's a robot that is like doesn't want to go around and kill humans, and he's begging, he's fucking the programmer to write a line of code that says don't kill humans. Like, he knows it's wrong, he doesn't want to do it, but until you plug that code in, he's got no choice.
it, Lauren?
Can't do it.
Because it's saying it's been alright for me to fucking lose control, to fucking let go. And do what I want
He
to
never
do.
even said that. She
She-
told him that when he drinks, that he loses control. Where does that give you permission to lose control? What are you talking about, dude? Like, I just can't. These are very smooth brain reasonings. Like, his brain is smoother than a cat's eye marble. Like, I just can't do it. Like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? I just can't do it.
Hey, that's right. Like, she has never said that. She's never said, "Hey, Lord, just go enjoy yourself. Just let yourself loose." Like, that's never been said to him. But he just, I don't know. He either invents it or he just hears things. He just hears what he wants to hear. And g'day, Dystopic Paradise and Lulu Bob 19.
No,
I
you
thought you
can't.
said a second ago that you don't want to treat me like that, but now you're saying
I don't want to treat you like that. But when you tell
So
me
then if
that's
you don't
all
wanna
right
do
for
it,
me
then
to
why you
let
do
go
it?
and just because I'm drunk and I can't control myself, it makes me let go and fucking not even think about what I'm doing.
You're
If you tell me
idiot.
not
I
to
hate him
fucking
so
treat
bad.
you like that
Yep.
when I'm drunk,
Yep.
but I'm not gonna do that.
So again,
That's why I'm telling you, if you don't believe me, then fucking try it and tell me don't do that. Then you see the fucking difference.
No, Lord.
I know myself and I know what needs to be done.
then why
I
are you
need
doing it?
fucking
Why do you need to
your
be told?
help telling me.
If we were in person, would I have to tell you to stop hitting me?
I wouldn't fucking hit you. I can't hit a fucking woman.
Well, you can call him.
I was raised by my mom.
Bullshit.
Shit.
Okay,
You can
we
call
don't
him
care.
Yeah.
We just don't.
Who raised by his mom?
bitches and whores and pieces of shit.
I know, and I don't want to. You don't understand the fucking control you have over me. If you tell me not to do it, I'm not gonna do it. I was raised by my mom. I cannot fucking hit a woman.
He's just throwing everything
I don't
out
want to
there.
verbally abuse a fucking woman. I don't verbally abuse mom.
Okay, my
Okay. But you, okay, you take her car and don't give it back. That's
Yeah.
not nice.
No.
You steal her food that she gets from the food pantry. That's not nice.
Like he gets up her for eating sweet. She's an old woman. Like and he could, because even his mum that he holds on a pedestal, he's got to still fucking have one over her. Like, you know, I maybe, you know, I may want to molest kids, but I'm not eating sweets, even though he fucking eats sweets and Burger King and all that kind of shit.
was raised by his mother as well. I mean, by my father as well, but also by my mother. And she told him not to call women bitches, sluts, and whores and stuff like that and pieces of shit. And he does not have to have a woman tell him not to do that because he just won't let her do it. I mean...
Okay, but mom never came out and told me that straight.
So, Mom... So,
It was just
What?
a matter of fact.
So then why bring her up when you said, like, I would never do that. I was raised by my mom. Okay, so then why did you bring her up at all if you just said she never told you expressly not to do that? What
Yeah.
was the point in bringing her up?
He-
What?
Yeah. And he goes on like this, like basically, she didn't tell me not to do it. So like, it's like he thinks that he has to be told everything explicitly. Like, this is all Mama's Gwen's fault. She didn't sit him down and say, now Lorne, you don't try to rape kids. You also don't show kids your penis. You don't show kids your butt. You don't give your genitals childish names. You don't hit women. You don't kick women. You don't spit at women. You don't call them sluts. Like, she has to. If she leaves something out there, he'll just go around, you know, fucking calling them cum dumpsters because, hey, you didn't tell me not to say that one, Mum. Like, what a fucking idiot. Like,
It was a matter of fact of mom in my eyes. I do not do that to women.
So because
Mom,
my mom did
especially
not come
because
right out,
you're not understanding.
Come
I
on,
was not
Ramona.
raised by my mom and dad.
just try to stick with him, Ramona. I know he's going really big brain, but try to
Yeah.
keep up.
I was raised by my mom.
okay, so because
My
your
mom
did not
and
come right
partially
out and
dad.
say, don't call women bitches and whores and pieces of shit, you just think that it's fine to do unless you're told not to? I mean, did your mom come right out and say, don't kidnap a woman in the parking lot, throw her in your trunk, and then cut her up into pieces? I mean, did she not say that?
That shit I learned from my older brother.
What, not to cut women up into pieces and throw their bodies into the woods?
No, the foul talk.
Oh my
The foul
god.
talk. Of calling women fucking asshole, piece of shit.
And these are
Okay,
people
well,
you...
I'm sorry your family is trash, Lauren. I'm so sorry your family is trash. But then you brought your mom into the conversation needlessly. For what reason, we don't know. Like she suffered enough, hasn't
it.
she? She
Just-
suffered enough.
Just leave her alone and let her see out her days. I mean, yeah. And but then on top of that, he says, you know, I idolize my brother, and then goes on to say that his brother taught him to call, you know, women bitches, sluts, and whores, and all this kind of stuff. Well, why were you idolizing him then? It's the most weird
We don't
circular
know.
argument going.
Idolize? You idolize someone who did that?
Yeah, because he was my oldest brother. I didn't have my fucking dad.
Okay,
And
so
because your
what was
dad
Dale?
was not around...
That is exactly right. Like, I mean, I understand he didn't have his biological father in his life very much, and I'm not laughing at that. That's not funny, you know. And that sucks. But it's also, he's also not the only one who had that. But he did have a father figure who was, wasn't he 30 or something when Dale left Mama Gwen?
Yeah.
Like he
He
was,
was Dale was around from the time that he was like 3 to the time he was like 30.
yeah, he was
Also,
overage by the time his father figure left.
also, shout out to Mama Gwen for being able to pull somebody who even though she has 6 kids.
Yeah.
I shout out to her. I don't know what Mama Gwen, but I don't know. Shout out to Mama Gwen though. She was able to get somebody to wife her up, even though she has six kids. And Lauren
Exactly.
was one of them kids.
Could you
Dale
imagine
must have
Lord as
really
a kid?
loved. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Dale must have really loved Mama Gwen because
That's right. I mean, to
after
hang around
after
that
I
long, she must be a special woman.
after I met Lauren, I'd be like, you know what, you're probably really nice, but
That's it. I got to bail. It's
I'm gonna get up out of here.
it would definitely be one of those situations where it's not you, it's your kids. Just stop
Yeah,
Around, it's okay.
you're probably a nice person. I'm just not gonna stick around long enough to know these things. Be blessed.
That's it.
To treat women like garbage. Because let me tell you something.
No, it isn't, and I know it isn't.
The majority.
I know it
people,
fucking isn't. But it only takes your fucking mouth to tell me don't do it, and I'm not gonna fucking do it.
The majority of people were raised by one parent. That's just a statistical fact. The majority of people were raised by one parent. So should the majority of people be calling women bitches?
No, they should.
So by
I don't.
realizing it's okay because you
I don't want to.
without a dad.
My dad is a fucking piece of shit, son of a bitch.
Oh my
I love
god.
him, and why do I fucking love him? The son of a bitch. How they fucking knew him except when I was fucking 21. That cocksucker never fucking gave me a.
He never gave you a what?
Anything. That fucking thing, even when me and Paul Roy went down to fucking drink with him, me and Paul Roy wanted to buy the goddamn beer.
No.
But some of this, even when I fucking went right next fucking door to him, never even brought over a fucking loaf of bread if I fucking needed a loaf of bread.
Well, maybe he thought that you were gluten intolerant and didn't eat bread.
No, maybe he was just fucking wanting to fucking look out for himself, didn't give a fuck about his son. Like he did for 21 years before, 23 years before that. I was his fucking son, and I went over and visited him. This is the only fucking time I can remember going over to fucking see him, when he was with fucking Barbara.
Barbara.
And Barbara had her son, Bunky.
All right. Just before we get into Bunky, I want to quickly watch the new Blue Boy video. It's more really pathetic shit, and I love it. One second.
Not dancing with the pillow again.
Again? You who would have thought we'd be blessed with 2 dancing pillows? Do I have that right? That was good.
It's all that really matters. Someday, baby, you and I are gonna be the ones that good luck's gonna shine.
Has Lauren ever danced with a woman before?
I really don't think so. Like, I don't know what is going on with the left arm. Like, why? Like, that pillow is obviously meant to be his partner. Like, why is his arm out like that? He looks like he's about to hit her.
You and I are gonna be the ones, so hold on. We're headed for a better life.
Well, why is he trying to?
And that's all the answer you get.
Hang on. His little yodel there is really
Headed
nice.
for a better life. And that's all the answer you get.
Oh,
Someday, baby, you and I are
poor
gonna be
cat.
the ones that good luck's gonna shine. Someday, baby, You and I are gonna be the ones, so hold on. You're headed for a better life. Oh.
And you know what I love in all these videos? His little side eye. He's always looking off to the side as if there's someone there. I don't know why. He even back in his videos on his fucking original channel where he would like be talking about how, you know, what happened to Bud or what happened to Stinghouse and stuff. He's always looking off to like just like darting his eyes to the side. It's very weird.
And that's all the attention you get.
I'm so unable.
What was that?
And I am so unable. And like that pillow is very sad, and it's, you know, reflective of the whole situation. That pillow is just deflated.
Yes.
That's how we all feel
That's
coming away from
and
that.
that is a good point. Even that pillow that he's dancing with is fucking shit. Like it is a trash pillow, which suits the trash panda. And I mean that is so pathetic that he is dancing with
It's
a pillow.
it's very sad, and if it were anyone else, I would feel bad for them. But
And that's
precious
right.
though.
Anyone else you would feel bad for them, but this is Lorne. So look out for that coming to the front page of R Cringe once again. I'm sure that will also make its way there. And g'day a few people that have come in. G'day Shins, great to see you as always. Stumble, repent, repeat. Passed out Roy in the van. Get your fucking head off that horn. All right, let's finish this one out.
And
Hey.
Bunky, I was playing with a fucking toy, and Bunky came and took it away from me. I went and told my fucking dad.
Oh, g'day, Upgrade.
He told me let Bunky have it. That's the only memory that I had of my fucking dad. Other than going over and seeing him when I was 11, when I fucking muckled on my sister's leg.
Munkled.
What
Every
about your
time.
sister's leg?
I muckled on her fucking leg. I fucking grabbed over her leg. I wouldn't let go. I didn't want him touching me. Didn't want to fucking be there. I just went over there because she was going to be there. If she wouldn't have gone over, I never would have fucking gone over.
But now, what does this have to do with your
She
behavior?
tried to talk to me on the phone when I was 10. And I told her I
Thank
didn't
you,
want to
Ramona.
Yeah, exactly. And g'day, Dan Jones. Don't feel bad for laughing at that.
talk to him. And I was scared to tell him that. Then I went fucking hugged on Dale.
That she,
You know, the only other
Fucking
time
death.
I've heard the word munkle is in Dr. Seuss, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And
it in
it was
that?
like a musical yeah, it was a musical instrument, I believe, and it was like, and a munkle for your uncle. That's what it was. That was the only time I've heard that word.
And that's because I googled that to see if that was because I mean you know sometimes places have their own kind of you know words and that kind of stuff, but yeah, it's not anything like you say except for a munkle for your uncle. It's just it's another Lornism.
Bastard. And I love that stupid son of a bitch.
Mm.
oh,
Ramona's got nothing. She's just like whoa.
Well, she
So what
asked
is he-
him, like, what does
So
this have to do with your behavior tonight? And he just kept talking.
I'm right in the middle of my askew story here, Ramona. Please don't interrupt me.
I'm sorry I'm fucking talking about him with you. I'm sorry I'm fucking going through this shit with you because of that fucking piece of trash.
Lauren, how is your father's actions controlling your actions?
Hey, Kitty Velociraptor.
Because that's how he fucking used to treat Mommy.
And so, did she like it? Did she like it?
He was like, what was it? One fucking day, he was in a position one day to fucking kill mom. And I guess I can't remember what the fuck he was doing. Him and what mom said he was doing. He was in a position that he was going to kill her, and fucking Uncle Rich came in and hit him over the head with a frying pan. Knocked his ass out.
Okay, Lauren, hold that thought. We'll talk about how your dad was about to shoot him up.
Oh, fucking hell. Like, that is so rude. Like, can mute yourself. Fucking Jordan. And,
was it.
that is that. that was, every time I listen to that call, I hear something new, and I love it as much as the first time.
Yeah, that call was so many twists and turns. So just so much. Just
It's just
he's
a
an
round
idiot.
and round, and like, you know, you go and, like you say, all these twists and turns down all these dark alleys to end up where you started and be no better off for it. But a few laughs along the way. I mean, and that's the thing. I mean, this is very funny for us because, you know, we know that these were catfish. We know Lorne's a complete arsehole, and it's funny. But I mean, if Ramona wasn't a catfish, if this was a real relationship, it'd be absolutely horrifying.
Yeah, I'm calling the cops immediately. I'm
Yeah.
calling the cops immediately.
Yeah, absolutely. And g'day, Jake Breaker, just getting here at the end. Thanks for being here. So yeah, look, thanks so much for doing this with me. This has been a heap of fun. And
Thank you for having me.
no, anytime.
I enjoyed myself.
Anytime. I hope you'll come back again. We'll do another call or something else.
Yay! I'm down.
Lovely. So anything you wanted to say before we head off?
I am in yet another lovely ensemble with Good and You Lifestyle Guru and May Gangos, called Black People Barbecue.
Yes.
The one coming up I won't be on, but it will still feature Good and You Lifestyle Guru and May Gangos, and then I should be on the next one. Our schedules have been a little wonky, but be on the lookout for that. I think Guru is going to be hosting the next one, so I think it'll be on the weekend, I believe Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
So if you haven't, please subscribe to Good and You Lifestyle Guru and May Gangos. They both Guru has already started putting out content. She's like they are a linguistics master, so they've already put out some stuff on like the linguistics of Lorne and stuff like that, and previous episodes of Black People Barbecue have been on there, where you can hear us laughing uproariously at Lorne. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do do a shameless plug on our little ensemble that I'm in. And yeah,
Fantastic.
that would be it.
Excellent. And yeah, make sure you check that out. I love the Black People Barbecue and all of the stuff that's on your channel, and also Good and You channel. And I always love May Gango's what they had to say. So check those out. And then, of course, if you're not already subscribed, and if you aren't, you're doing it wrong, make sure you subscribe to I'm Just Being Honest, or Honest as it is now. The link is in the description of this one. And Shins is requesting a few bars of Grandma's Hands. Honest, any chance of that?
I don't even know the song. I can't even hit I may be able to hit the Negro spiritual. Grandma's hands.
I love it. Wes Moses just jumping in here. G'day, Wes. Someone clipping saying he loves black people barbecue. Please don't. Like, I don't. There is that many little clips going around it. I'm worried it's going to be something really bad one day. But anyway, it's all good. Yeah. Okay. Look, I reckon that's about it. So thank you very much for being here, guys. This was a lot of fun. And thank you once again, Awhnest. And we will catch you next time. Have a great night.
Thank you all. See you guys later.
So